Over the years, our family's had a share of health problems.
So prescriptions are a part of our life.
Before we went to the big box store.
We both thought it would help us save. But with the long lines and impersonal service, filling prescriptions became a chore. That's when a friend recommended D&H.
Now Tristan knows our prescriptions. Brenda always helps us find the right vitamins. And after Dad's fall, Monica's been a real expert with all our home medical needs. All without the lines.
Trust and service.
That's our D&H.
Welcome to Radio Friends. This is Thursday. It's March the 3rd. We're glad to have you with us today. If you have not heard of this organization, hopefully you'll listen very closely. It's called Love Inc. And I want to introduce you to Jane Williams, who is with us today from Love Inc. Pleasure to have you here,
nice
Jane.
To be here.
You were on Radio Friends, I think it was about 2 months ago, or 2.5 months ago. And we were halfway through the interview before I realized that you were blind. You were totally blind at this point. But to look and talk at you as we're right now, I didn't know it until you told me when we were on the air. Explain what happened to you.
Well, I have had eye problems since being a premature baby born way too long ago, and just got a lot of retina repairs through my life, and finally they weren't able to keep repairing them. So in 2010, I lost the sight in one eye, in 2013, the other eye.
And you knew it was going to happen?
Well, no, I'm an eternal optimist, Paul. I never dreamed it was going to happen. I thought they'd just keep fixing them.
Yeah.
And I have a twin sister who can still see. So we both had a lot of surgeries, but you just have to take what comes to you and believe it's going to work for the best.
But the fact that you are an eternal optimist, you still have hope that a miracle will happen and you will regain your sight.
I think it could happen.
Of course it can happen.
I think it could too.
Anything can happen. Now you're here representing Love Inc. Explain what Love Inc. is.
All right. Well, Love Inc. is about to celebrate its 8th birthday here in May, and it's an organization. The Inc. stands for In the Name of Christ, and it's an organization that networks churches and volunteers to help our neighbors in need. And we provide all kinds of services for people. We have 2 locations. Our main office, where we meet with people and listen to their stories and just try to hear what's going on in their lives. A lot of people call us who are in crisis or transition in the community, many low-income people in particular, and we do what we can to try to either get them through that rough patch they're going through or just help them find a way to meet their goals. Many people are struggling with a lack of good jobs, a lack of affordable housing. So we train volunteers. That's the other thing we do. We work with people in need, but we also work with people in the community who want to serve people in need and try to train them how to be coaches. So we train volunteers to help people find their life purpose, do some career coaching, look for jobs, find housing, manage their money, and just really befriend, because we think a person is much more helpful than just, say, a handout.
Exactly.
We do give some crisis funds, but we like to give people more than money.
I understand what you're saying. And a lot of times when people come to you, they come to you as a desperate situation. They don't know where else to turn. Their back is up against the wall. They don't know. Maybe some people don't know where their next meal is coming from, or where they're going to sleep tomorrow night. When someone comes like that, what do? How do you handle it? How do you try to instill hope?
Well, we do ask people if they'd like prayer, because we know that we can't do this all by ourselves.
Right.
And most people do. But we also try to just be aware of what are all the resources in the Columbia area that we can refer them to. But we have, over the last 8 years, amassed a network of churches and volunteers who have information, insight, referrals they can make, or just resources. So we try to find out what are some of the first steps we could take. What are the strategic essentials, we like to call it, either to get them past this crisis or just help people who are stuck. Many times people are just stuck and they need another person to brainstorm brainstorm with them, to come along beside them and just be in it with them.
Exactly, and put your hand on their shoulders or take your hand and hold it and say, you know what? I understand. I understand what you're going through right now, and it will be okay.
Yes, yes.
Sometimes people just need to hear that it will be okay. Tomorrow is another day.
Yes, yes. They will get through it. And we have many people in the community who have gifts and talents that they can share, whether it's I can come out and fix your leaky faucet, or I can change your tire, or I can help you pass your citizenship test, and just to have networking with people who can come alongside. A lot of people who are struggling have no social capital. They don't have good networks.
Yeah.
And so we try to help people meet as many people as they can. And the people that we can help the most at Love Inc., we have a little motto. Are you interested in learning new things, trying new things, and meeting new people? And if we can get you to do that, we can usually help you get through most anything.
Now, if somebody listening or watching to us wants to volunteer and help out with Love Inc., what do they need to do?
Well, the first thing would be just to call us or reach out to us through our website, and I'll set up an interview. I'm usually the person who interviews most of the volunteers, and we just try to find out what's a good match. Maybe you're more practically oriented, and we do have another branch of Love Inc. called the Love Seat, which is located on the east end of the business loop near Carpet One. Our main office is over across from Cosmo Park. The Love Seat is a furniture bank where we provide free basic needs furniture to people in crisis.
So somebody can bring furniture into you?
They can bring in furniture, housewares, clothing, and they can also, if they want to volunteer and they're maybe not quite such a people person, they think, I'd rather sort donations, or I'd rather clean up that sofa so we can take it out to somebody.
But
they can do that.
But you also are looking for volunteers who maybe would be happy to cut grass for somebody, cut grass. Or you mentioned fix a leaky faucet.
Right, move somebody. We have trucks that we use to pick up furniture, but sometimes people just need help moving, or a variety of things. We honestly interview the volunteer, find out what they like to do, and then match them with someone who's going to need that.
So you may not use a volunteer, one particular volunteer, maybe for 2 or 3 months, and then you call them and say, hey, you got a pickup truck? Can you help so-and-so move here? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
If people want more information about this, how do they get in touch with you?
Well, they can call our office, 573-256-7662.
573-256
7662.
7662, and just say, I would like to volunteer.
Correct.
And you set up an appointment, they come and visit with you, and you find out what they want to do to help volunteer.
They could also come to our open house that we're having on St. Patrick's Day, March 17th from noon to 6 at both locations, and meet us in person.
And the locations are?
1516 Business Loop 70 West, across from Cosmo Park is our main office, and 19 Business Loop 70 East is the Love Seat.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jane Williams, it's a pleasure having you here. Please come back again.
I will.
All right?
I will.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're out of time for today. Tomorrow, we've got Talking Hearts Productions and Missouri River Regional Library. Our program directed by Travis McMillan, Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio, Pat Akers, KBIA. Our floor director is Ariel Sierra. And our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mountain.